Welcome back, YouTube world. My name is Anya, and I am the face, the #1 motivator, the mad scientist, the professor, the dean of MTM.University. That's More Than Money Trading University. And before I get started, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and hit a like button. Share this if you guys want to. If you know me, I'm here to dispel all of the nonsense around Forex. It's been a lot of nonsense, a lot of scammy type stuff, and I'm here to bring the truth. And I'm also here to help you to get your profits in the market if you're interested in such. So make sure you tap in with this YouTube and the Spotify and the Apple Podcasts as well. Make sure you subscribe for more. But let's jump into today's video. Your job, your employment versus trading. I've been in both worlds, so we're just gonna go through a little bit of animation just to talk about it just a little bit, because I've been on both sides, and I know for all of you guys, you've only been on one side. So let's talk about it. What have we been seeing lately in the news, throughout the world, but specifically in America? News analysts have been labeling things as the great resignation or quiet quitting. Why? Because a lot of employees, we don't feel valued. And it's been that way for a long time. It's been that way for a couple of generations. Prices are going up. Your pay is not going up. You're overworked, you're tired, you're spending all of your time there. And a lot of us are just sitting and saying, why am I giving so much time to this place and I'm not even getting compensated well enough? Some of us are even saying, hold up, I'm getting compensated well, but I'm tired. I'm away from my family so much. So, it's like I tell you guys, there is alternate ways. There is a better way. But let's just get into the animation. We're just going to jump right now, because this is a lot of us each and every day. Rushing to get to work. Trust me, I was there where I'm rushing to get to work, almost getting into accidents, because I want to be on time. I don't want to have a bad attendance record. I don't want to deal with possible reprimand, but I'm putting myself in a dangerous situation, speeding off to work. You could have been dealing with traffic. You may have been doing something with the family that may have ran you a little bit behind schedule, but you're trying to get to work because you're trying to be a great employee. And there's that boss of yours who's clocking you. He or she is waiting on you. A lot of you guys know this feeling. I definitely knew that feeling. And it's a horrible feeling. Thinking about an adult being over, you're an adult, and now an adult is over you almost like you're a child. But hey, respect to them. They got a business to run. They have a corporation to run. They need their employees to be there on time. But this definitely affects your mental health. It affects your overall health. They clocking you. That's when they clocking you when you come in. They clocking you with the laser. You think you sneaking in, but they see you. You're not getting past it because it's their job to be on you. And sometimes it's people that they may even put in a acting lead or acting supervisor role, and they just doing the most and they clocking you. If you deal with those people on the daily, I want you to definitely comment below. And that's you right there trying to fake like you was there on time, and you just doing work, just trying to blend in like you wasn't late. And what do they do each and every day? Hit you over the head with a ton of work. Most corporations, most companies are understaffed. So if they're understaffed, what does that mean? They're going to put more work on your head. That is your reward for the company being understaffed. Do they raise your pay? No, they usually don't raise your pay. And when they do, what do they raise your pay by? A nickel? A quarter, a dollar? When we really have families out here to feed and inflation is kicking our butts, but they don't care because they have a quota to fill. So you're getting all that work, and now you got to deal with that work. You're punching the clock, and doing all that work and putting so much pressure on yourself, it affects your mental health. Like I tell you guys again and again, this is what I went through. I went into a mental collapse due to stress, anxiety, worry, and all of that turned into a devastating case of vertigo. For those who have had vertigo, that is very serious. And I felt like at the time, because I didn't know it was vertigo, I felt it was life-threatening. I didn't know what was going on with my health. But I want you guys to be mindful that it all starts with your mind. If your mind is not in the right place, the rest of your health just goes out the window. So it's the mind is the first thing to go down, then the rest of the body will always follow. At the time, it was the pandemic, so I was dealing with all the worries and fears and the unknowns of that, especially having a big family and not knowing what tomorrow was going to bring with this country or whatnot. The job was stressing me out. They weren't lightening up on us at all. They were stressing us and stressing us out. It's almost like they had no regard for what we were going through outside of work. I was taking care of my sick grandmother at the time, and it was just so much going on that I ran into mental collapse and I had to leave the job. And a lot of you guys are going through the same right now. Sadly to say, you feel like you're forced to have to just push through such. And more than likely, you're going to run into a mental and then physical collapse. And I don't want that to happen to you guys like it happened to me. But let's get back to the video. Indeed, there's that collapse, that a lot of you guys do after work or at lunch at work. But I don't want you guys to just have that whole physical collapse and mental collapse like I had. That's just very drastic, A lot of us, we're just out of energy. Then what do? We want to go we want to go try to get some of that steam off after work. We barely have time to do it after work, but now you're smoking and you're drinking, you're doing other things to ruin your health, to make it worse on you. But you just need a release because it's so much pressure. Life isn't meant to have this much pressure. It's too much on a person, especially if you have a family at home, a spouse at home. Except even if you don't have a spouse, that's even more pressure if you're a single parent out here. So he getting his boogie on in the middle, but he getting his smoke on over here, getting his drink on over here, and then what happens? The next day we right back at it, dealing with that same boss, dealing with the same work conditions, and we're tired. We're giving all of our time to this place that doesn't appreciate us, and that's drastically affecting our mental and physical health, and that we're giving the prime hours and time and energy and intellectual properties of our lives towards, and it's just draining us. And for my people out there that's in the late 20s, late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, I want you guys to be aware of that. This is what happens to you, in the corporate setting, in the job field, on some jobs, not all, for those of you who love your job, I love it for you. For those of you who don't go through this, that's a blessing. But for a lot of us out there, it's not all peaches and cream. It is this example that is depicted or whatnot. So for you girls and guys that are in your teens to early 20s, mid 20s, understand that this is what work could look like in your early to mid 30s and late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, etc. Deadlines. Look, it's affecting his health. They're pushing deadlines on you. They're upset with you if you're not showing up to work, if you're not on time, if you're not meeting quotas. And this stuff affects your health. And eventually you start to go on a downslide. So now this is where trading comes in. This is my life right here. This is one way in which I make my money right here. Just sitting down right here in this position on my laptop, 30 minutes to an hour a day, and I make a specific target range, a specific percentage on the market, and I'm done making my money for the day. I know it seems unrealistic because we weren't taught this. We were, I get it. We weren't brought up being taught this, but I'm here to tell you that there is something different in the world right now. It could just be some supplemental income, but one day for you, it could be the main source of your income one day. Here's another example. This was actually my reality. Well, I wasn't dealing with passengers, but this was my reality. For all of my people still out there in the TSA grind, much respect. Hey, I know what you're going through. There is a brighter tomorrow for you guys. I've been there. It's stressful. We are not appreciated by the public or, by our employer. And like I said, we are underpaid and completely overworked. But like I said, in this example right here, there are options, guys. There are options. You don't have to continue to suffer. There are options out here in the world. You could literally sit from your home and make your money. once you commit yourself, once you say, hey, I deserve something different. I deserve better. I deserve to enjoy my life. I only have one life. I deserve to be around my spouse more. I want to be in my children's lives much more. I don't want to miss their first steps. I don't want to miss their first words. I want to have a specific type of life that I want. And if this job is not allowing me to have it, what are the other options? I'm here to tell you that through MTM.University, More Than Money Trading University, this is what we help to get you towards, so that you can have that other option that can create so many other opportunities for you guys trading in the foreign exchange market. So ultimately, the choice is yours, guys. And that wraps up this video. As I always say, guys, check the links below. Follow me on social media, especially Instagram. If you guys got any questions, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Definitely comment below. If y'all going through it at work and you ready to quit that job, comment below. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how you hate your job. Or if you love your job, let's talk about it. You know, if you don't think trading will work for you, let's talk about it. If you think trading could possibly work for you, let's talk about it below. Make sure you share this video as well. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms for up and coming promos, and hit that like button for a brother. Please hit that like button for a brother. And check us out at MTM.University for all your time exchange trading needs, guys. Peace.